A $22 avocado on toast, described in a controversial article by housing expert Bernard Salt, sparked a recent global social media outrage with millennials. The breakfast of choice served in hipster cafes, deemed as a hindrance to future home ownership. According to the 2017 CoreLogic Housing Affordability Report, Australia ranks in the top 3 of the most unaffordable countries in the world. With a population of 24 million and an influx of 190,000 immigrants arriving into Australia each year, it is no wonder that cities like Sydney and Melbourne are in demand. Associate Professor Babones from the University of Sydney suggests that a demographic miracle is needed, not an economic one.
Well, Australia has an economy that's essentially based on immigration as the engine of growth. So the Australian economic miracle is really based on immigration. Millennials in Australia today need one of two things. Either there has to be more property available, or there have to be fewer people competing for that property.
Professor Hall Pawson from the University of New South Wales suggests there is a structural problem to the economy.
There are changes that could be made to the tax system which would help to damp that down, and that would be to the benefit of many people in the younger generation who are finding it very, very tough to get any access to home ownership.
And whilst the need to live in the moment exists, the raw reality kicks in.
I do believe that we do have to save and we have to make the hard yards in order to get a house.
So the question is, what kind of solution will people choose?
Anna Neves, Maclean News. With Sydney, New South Wales topping the ranks as the least affordable city behind Hong Kong over the past 2 years. New Zealand at 4th, Melbourne, Victoria ranked 5th, and the remaining Australian states falling within the top 20. With a population of 24 million and an influx of 190,000 immigrants arriving into Australia each year, it is no wonder that cities like Sydney and Melbourne are in demand. Associate Professor Babones from the University of Sydney sympathises with the said millennials' social media outrage and believes overall it is a political problem. He further suggests that a demographic miracle is needed, not an economic one. Professor Hall Pawson from the University of New South Wales suggests there is a structural problem to the economy. Government policy change and tough decisions are needed to survive the current climate.